Oh, what a mare. Hello my beautiful people and welcome back to the channel. If this is the first time that you have clicked on one of my videos, then hello. Basically the video I'm going to do today is a Desenio. Obviously, if you have watched my other video, I'm like Desenio. Basically turns out, depends on your accent and how you say the word. Like some people say bath, some people say bath, some people say grass, some people say grass. I say grass. So I'm going to say Desenio because I want to, but doesn't mean oh, do you know what? Whatever. I'm going to do 10 things that not necessarily I would want to know before I purchase, but 10 things about Desenio, and hopefully they might help you. So let's go. I think the first thing that I'd kind of want to know if I was like buying off the website is quality. So this is one of my prints I've just taken out of the frame. In my opinion, I think it is pretty good quality paper. I have heard kind of mixed things, that people say that it's not that great quality. I mean, you can't really tell the thickness of the paper, but in my opinion, it is good quality. It's not textured as well, like, you know, like when you get really good high quality paper, it's a little bit textured. This isn't, but it's not thick, it's not like card. I mean, this is the paper that came out of the frame itself, and you can see like it can hold its own weight, whereas like a normal piece of paper would just, you'd have to almost bend it, and as soon as you took the bend out of it, it would fail. Whereas this one can, oh maybe I was a little bit. Oh no, look, I'm not bending it at all, and it can kind of keep it straight. So it's a fairly thick piece of paper, but it's not card. Like if you're expecting card, it's not card. The next thing I guess that I would personally want to know before I ordered something is how close the colours are to the website. This is the colour of the print that I have, and I'll insert the one off the website. So I know it's both over camera, but I would say I'm pretty happy, pretty pleased with the colour match from what I ordered online to what came. You know, in my opinion, I do think it is a good match to what's on the website. So that's the next thing I'd probably say that is a good match. I guess the third thing on quality is the clarity. Now, I've seen some videos where people have said that the images they have are pixelated. And obviously all of my prints are kind of quote prints and they aren't the actual photographs. So obviously Desenio has a huge array of different pictures, whether you want actual photograph pictures or if you want like a quote picture. It's a lot easier for this to be of a higher quality and not be as pixelated. Like obviously as in regards to the text, it's all sharp, there's no like soft or blurred edges, and I'd kind of say that with all of them. Like I know I've got this one out so you can see them all in my other video, but I do have like a print, I'm only looking up because it's above me. I do have one which is like a seascape, so it's like someone going into the sea, and equally with that one I wouldn't say it's necessarily pixelated at all. I don't know if it's like the texture of the background that's coming through and that's what people are thinking is pixelation. I don't know. Because this, I know I said it wasn't textured, but I don't know if you can see that there is a slight like almost grain to the colour. It's not a solid colour. In my opinion, I quite like that. I quite like that it isn't just one harsh colour and it has like almost like a texture to it, a warmth to it. But I know in other people's opinion they may see that as like, well, the colour isn't bold, the colour isn't solid, the colour isn't showing through in whatever way they want it to. I do think that kind of level of texture is quite nice. It makes it less harsh, and that's definitely, and ignore the window, but that's definitely what I'm going. Like I've said before, they're all kind of a soft theme. Like equally this one, this is a good example. Do you know when the metal bits are like, oh. So I just took this print off the wall because I think that this is a perfect example of how someone could confuse texture for pixelation. The top of the hat is like a perfect thing to look at it, because here you can see that there's a hard line, but yet then over here there is that kind of like texture, there is that kind of not harsher line. If it was poor quality, if it was pixelated, that would be everywhere, and it's not. So like I said, some people, they may see that as they don't like that. To me, that is a print of a painting. That is the effect that they're trying to do. They're trying to create that effect of texture in the background. Point 4, discount codes, because who doesn't love a saving? Desenio is like quite a big company that I think has got quite popular off like Instagram. I think Instagram ads and paying PR, the kind of social media influencers to talk about their brand, talk about their products. So I would say that is a massive thing that I know Molly May, Zoella, I'm not even going to list them all because there was loads of people that do Desenio discount codes, and it's just something that you have to look out for. And if you do have, like what I did, because I knew I wanted to order a lot, was wait until someone said that they were putting a discount code up. Because what I have noticed with kind of the Mrs. Hinch, whoever it was who said the discount code, they're not for long. They're like for 3 days, a week max, before they run out. So kind of have everything that you want there. Obviously if there's a discount code, sick, order it. If there isn't, just wait, because I know they do a lot on Black Friday. Discount codes are huge with them, so that is one thing that I would say. So point 5, delivery. When ordering online, you want to know that if the delivery is reliable, you want to know how quick things come. I ordered mine on the 27th of January and they came on the 3rd of February, which is literally a week. I know that they're a Swedish company, and when like Brexit happened and when COVID like stopped the port, that people were like saying that they were like delayed and things like that. But obviously I think the whole Brexit thing's kind of like sorted now. I don't know, I'm not a politician, soz. But I would say mine came a week after I ordered them. I didn't have any need to speak to their customer service team, but they have quite a lot of information to do that if you needed to. But like I say, I had no need to speak to them. My stuff came in within a week, which I was happy with. Didn't have to pay any like handling fee with it coming from another country, and I got free delivery because my order was over £29. Obviously, equally, can I just point out, none of this is like ad, none of this is gifted. Like, I bought all of the prints, they're not paying me to say anything. I feel like I need a little bit of transparency, even if you can't tell by the fact that this channel isn't huge. I thought I should probably say they haven't paid me to say anything. This is just my honest opinion of buying. I think I bought 13, let me count. I actually bought 15 prints off their website, so kind of would say I have a good idea of the selection that they have, but you know, like I say, just my opinion. So point 6, I'm now kind of moving on. So my first 5 points are like my opinion on Desenio, my personal experiences, and basically what I think of the company. The next 5 points, I guess, are more about like wall art and that whole process in general. What I would kind of say is the frames. One thing I noticed, so my frames, this one's from IKEA and all the rest are from the range, which obviously is in the video. That is kind of one bonus with Desenio, that all of their frames are quite standard sizes. There wasn't one where I was literally like, I have to buy a frame off their website because I cannot find one that matches that size, which I think is quite a nice thing, because sometimes companies do that. They like trap you, so you have to get everything from them, whereas I found it quite easy to buy the frames from other places. Though I will say the metal ones that they have on their website, they have like the standard wooden ones, they equally have some metal frames that come in gold, silver, maybe rose gold as well, I'm not sure. Anyway, point is, those metal frames I think are cheapest from them. But personal opinion, I just think it's quite good that they come in like standard sizes should you want to get the frames from anywhere else. Point 7, again, it kind of follows with the interchangeability. I don't think that's a word, but we'll go with it. To me, I think it's not necessarily something to do with Desenio itself, but because of the way that Desenio's website is mapped out in regards to, they have abstract, they have black and white pictures, they have it all planned out for the customer. Right, my room is white and I have a colour idea of this. My room is blue, I have a colour idea of this. It makes it very simple for the customer, but equally, for example, my theme at the minute is quite a, I guess you would say, burnt orange, brown, sienna theme with hints of more brighter orange. It's got, I guess, the running theme of orange throughout. It would be very easy for me to then go, oh, do you know what? I'm fed up of the orange. I'm going to change it to blue. And they have a whole section which have like blue marble in the background, or a more of a blue abstract with the paint strokes. What I'm basically getting at is that the interchangeability of the frames can completely change a room. I'm just using mine as an example, but say I wanted to keep the quotes, I wanted to keep the black and white theme, but I wanted to change out the oranges to something else. It would be quite easy for me to search by the specific size. So I think this is like 20 by 30. Could look for this size and then just change out those specific ones. So I think that's quite a, I wouldn't say USP, because there's probably other businesses that do it, but it is quite a good bonus point towards Desenio that it is quite nicely laid out on their website. Following on from that, point 8 again is kind of more to do with the website and the gallery wall. So if you were wanting to kind of decorate a space, I think a really good function that Desenio has on their website is the gallery wall feature. So you can pick the background colour that you might have in your room and they will plan them out. Equally, if that doesn't really work for you in your room, for example, when I wanted to plan mine, they didn't actually have a gallery wall that had as many prints as I wanted. So what I did do, which again I show in the other video, but I made like a kind of outlay on my computer. I just basically drew squares or rectangles and did the black outline, made them white, and then mixed them around. And what I did was screenshot each of the images off the Desenio website and inlay them over the sizes of the frames that I had. So it just meant that I could quite easily see what the kind of colour palette went together, and if there was a certain one that was maybe standing out, didn't go, it was quite easy for me to like mix it up. Like I say, the feature that Desenio has on its website is really, really easy to use. To like go through the website, pick all your favourites, because there is a huge amount. So it's really easy to, right, these ones are my favourite ones. Now let's put them in the gallery wall on their website to see how they look together. But my way is there if, you know, the gallery wall examples don't fit with you. That may be a little helpful tip that I used. Point number 9 doesn't really link at all to Desenio. It kind of more links to gallery walls in general. But one thing that I did, which again I would kind of recommend to anyone who is thinking of doing a gallery wall, cut out newspaper, not clippings, but like sizes of your prints. So for example, with this one, we're cutting out sheets of newspaper that are going to be that size and sticking them all over the wall in the kind of design and the pattern that you want. So taking it from that gallery wall that you created online, putting it onto the actual wall that you're putting it on. Obviously, equally, if you've only got like 2 prints side by side, you clearly don't need to do this. But if you've got 15 prints on one wall, this is a good way to like utilize your space and just think, have I ordered too many? Have I not got enough? Because I think on a screen it's quite, you know, you might think it looks really good on there. You get it on your wall and you think, actually I need to move some around because it doesn't look right on the wall. But you're never going to know that until you actually do that, and it's kind of one way to not actually hang them all up on the wall and then go, crap, I need to order like 3 more frames because this looks a bit empty. So I guess that's kind of like a useful tip. And point 10, the final point, is do what you want. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, people have said that my wall looks too many, that they don't like it, it's overloaded. They say you should start at 57 to 60 inches. So if you're like a smaller person, start at 57 inches. If you're taller, start, you know, it goes up because that's your eye level, and then kind of work out from there and go from there with, you know, your gallery wall itself. In my opinion, I had a bench halfway in the kind of wall, so I'm not going to start at 57 inches because that's not going to work for my space. It's so personal, and again, with all my points, these are my opinions. I think that the quality of the paper is fairly decent. I have felt paper that's better than this. It's not photographic paper, it's not card, it is just a thick piece of paper. How much can you talk about paper? But these are my opinions. To me, this is good enough. To someone else, it may not be good enough. In my opinion, they are not pixelated. Someone else may say they are. These are just the prints that I have, and this is my opinion, so don't drag me. So yeah, they're all the points I made. Yes, I did make notes because I knew I was going to forget something. I don't think I have. I think kind of there's a lot on YouTube, or there's a lot that I've seen that are in regards to talking about Desenio themselves. So an unboxing video, what kind of they ordered, the prints they're showing the wall, which is basically what I did in my first video. But I don't think there's many like reviews, and they're actually talking through each point, and yeah, so I thought I'd do that. So please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. It all helps, and yeah, bye for now.